Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Superficial Charm. I Can Feel Human Emotions Again edition. I am your host, Seb, and today we are going to go over another episode of Seb's Singles, with this time focusing on some of the more post-hardcore / Swancore stuff that has come out in the recent weeks. As you all may know, Swancore is my favorite band of music, or favorite genre of music. Most of it comes from Blue Swan Records, and I just kind of really like the sound, the blend of elements of funk, with post-hardcore. You got a strong bass guitar, usually prevalent throughout. I just really like the whole kind of groove of it. So without further ado, we are getting into our first single, which is actually a cover as A Marionette, which is a little smaller Swancore-ish band. I've talked about them a little bit on the channel. They're really into some modern disco type stuff with a little bit of a post-hardcore twist. They have released a cover of Perfect by Dance Gavin Dance. Now that was a song very close to me. Doesn't have any screaming from John on it. It was a Hot Topic exclusive, if I believe, from Downtown Battle Mountain 2. And they actually did really good. I was a little weary because Dance Gavin Dance is a very hard band to cover, especially songs with John, so they did go a pretty safe route with this one. And then it's just hard to put your own spin on it, but A Marionette did. The vocals were a little bit different, but it still retained everything that made the original great. You guys might want to check it out. Perfect, the Dance Gavin Dance cover by A Marionette. Moving on to an actual song from Dance Gavin Dance, they have released a new song called Blood Wolf just in time for Halloween. Now, it is stated that this kind of is supposed to be part 2 to Headhunter. I personally think it sounds a little bit more like Summertime Gladness. It's got more of a funk sound to it. It's really unique in terms of what they usually go for. I think it's wonderful. I love it. John's part is great as always. Tillian Pearson on the vocals doing great things. And I think that is also worth a listen. Moving on to the third single, and it is Royal Coda, which is another band under Blue Swan Records, except this time it's a little bit more I wouldn't go as far as to say heavy, but it's a somber song called The Innocence Of. It is the second single off of their upcoming second album, and the first one was really upbeat and energetic, and it reminded me a lot of Eternity Forever stuff, while The Innocence Of reminds me a lot of Royal Coda's debut album. I thought that it was really beautiful. Kurt Travis is a really good vocalist, and he always delivers. Will Swan is doing great as a new addition to the band, bringing them a little bit of new style, but they still remain true to their roots, which I think is good, especially with a relatively new band like Royal Coda is. I'm super excited for this album. I mean, it's some people are calling it the sequel to Happiness, and I wouldn't really put that label on it just because Happiness is such an iconic album by Dance Gavin Dance. But I do think it will be wonderful for Royal Coda to start. Finally, Ice Nine Kills. They are not a Swancore band, but they are post-hardcore, so we're kind of in the same ballpark. They have released a bonus track from the Silver Scream entitled Your Numbers Up. Now, this is actually based on the horror movie Scream franchise, and it's really cool because like it's like a phone conversation between the victim and the killer, which is like really cool to put into like a song. I mean, it's super theatrical, and it's definitely worth a check out. Okay, that's gonna be all from me, guys. I've been Seb. This is Superficial Charm. Like, subscribe, share, do whatever you have to do. Give me more views than 2, and I'll usually be happy. I would like if we could get this one to 50, but I'm dreaming too big. No, but for real, thank you guys for watching. I love you all, and I will see you again soon.